Apam napause tau apo spetma Zarathustra anguhe astvaete shoethro bhaktau vibhakshaete vatascha yodarshish Ausdatam cha kvarenu asha unam cha fravashayo ahevraya kvarenangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna tishtrim starim zauthrabyo tishtrim starim raevantem kvarenanguhantem yazamaede haumayo kavabaresmana hizvo Danganga mandracha vachacha shyautnacha zauthrabyascha arshukdhaimyascha vangzimyo yange hatam atyasne paete yango mazdau ahuro Vaetha Ashat Hatcha Yaungamcha Tanscha Taoscha Yazamaede Spitman Zoroaster Apara Napat divides all around. Those waters which are to be distributed in the cities, in the physical world, the strong wind, the glorious, created from the waters, the guardians of the righteous. Okay, so now we start into Kardah 7. I'm not necessarily going to point out which Kardah we're in from now on, but I will list it. Tishtrim starim raevandem kvarenanguhandem yazmaede yuavanhat Fravazaete kshoetnyat hish ushayat durae urvaesem paete pantam bango baktem paete yaunem frathvarshtem paete afentem zaushae ahurahe mazdau zaushae ameshanam spentanam aheraya kvarenangacha temyazae surunvata yasna tishtrim starim zauthrabyo tishtrim starim raevantem kvarenanguhantem yazamaede haumayu gava beresmana hizvo danganga mantracha vachacha shyautnacha zauthrabyascha arshukdhaimyascha vangzimyu yange hatam atyasne paete vango mazdau ahurovaetha ashat hatcha yaungamcha tanscha tauscha yazamaede. Worshipping with the radiant and glorious star Sirius, who, for the joy of the Lord of Mindfulness and for the joy of the archangels, goes from the shining eastern direction to the descended path up to the aerial space bestowed by God and up to the fixed place appointed. well, this is sort of a misunderstanding of how the globe works. Some of the Persian myths realize that we're dealing with, upper tropics and lower, right? Teshtrim starum braevandem kavaren nanguhandem yazamade yimyare charesho mashyahe ahuracha kratunguto arunacha gaireshau Sizdracha Ravascharato Uzyurendem Hisposendem Huyairyacha Daingave Asjasendem Duzyairyacha Kanha Airyawu Daingavu Huyairyawu Bhavaunte. We're worshiping with the radiant and glorious star, Sirius, for whose rising men live on the fruits of the year, and the chiefs of the deep understanding, the wild beast wandering in the mountains, the hedgehogs, and the animals that wander at large. Hedgehogs is a symbol of the Libertarian Party. Nothing to do with this, but anyways. The animals that wander wild at large, I said Libertarian, right? Not Libertarian. The animals that wander wild at large desire eagerly because the way it rises, the year for fertility, the year of famine for the country. Beside, they wish that the Iranian countries may become fruitful, prosperous. So it's not quite the same as, it's said that there's evidence now that from those 5 tribes, what you'd call the Persians, and the 4 tribes of the Hindus, that all modern people have some descent. And this is where we get our 200 vocal sounds from, but Aheraya Kavaranangacha Tamyazae Surunvata Yasna Tishtrim Staram Zauthrabyo Tishtrim Staram Raevantem Kavarananguhantem Yazamaede Haumayu Gaba Beresmana Hizvodan Ganga Mantracha Vachacha Shyaothnacha Zauthrabhyascha Arshukanhaemyascha Vangzimyu Yange Hatam At Yasne Paete Vango Mazdau Ahuro Vaeta Ashat Hatcha Yaungamcha Tanscha Tauscha Yazamaede Teshtrim Starim Raevantem Kavarananguhantem Yazamaede Asu Kshvaevem Kshvive Vazem Yuavavat Kashvaevo Vazaete Ave Zrayu Urukashem Yatha Tengrish Mainivasau Yimangat Eraksho Kshvive Eshush Kshvive Ishvatemo Airyanam Aeryo Kshutat Hachagaroit Kavandam Adegaerim. We're worshiping with the star Sirius, radiant, glorious, swift flying, and swift moving. Avedim Ahurumazdau Avan Amashau Spenta Vorugau Yautish He Mithro Puru Pandam Fracha Eshaetem Adim Paskat Anumarezatem Ashishcha Vanguhe Berezaete Parenbecha Rauratha Vispem Ahmat Yat Amem Paete Apayat Vazemno Kvanvandem Avegaerim Kvanvata Paete Nerat Aheraya Kvaranangacha Tamyazae Surunvata Yasna Tishtrim Starim Zautravio Tishtrim Starim Raevantem Kvarananguhantem Yazamaede Haumayo Gava Beresmana Hizvo Danganga Mantracha Vachacha Shautnacha Zauthrabiascha Arshuknhaemyascha Vangzimbyo Yangehatam Atyasne Paete Vango Mazdau Ahura Vaetha Ashat Hatcha Yaungamcha Tanscha Tauscha Yazamaede. The Creator, the Lord of Mindfulness, helped him. The archangels and the Covenanter, Lord of the wide pastures, prepared for him the chief way, the good and exalted Ashishvang. I don't remember what Ashishvang. The meaning of the shining waters and the brilliant place of the setting. Okay. Perende, the chariot, cleaned or wiped off for him until he came up, running up to the mountain Kabanbant. Testrim starim raevandem kavarenanguhandem yazmaede Yupaerekau taurvayaite Yupaerekau tetarayaite Yau uzaungat angro manush staram afsh chitranam Vispannam paete erete. We're worshipping with the star Sirius, radiant, glorious, who affects and destroys the female demons, or, drives them out, whom the evil spirit caused to stand up in order to oppose all the stars containing the seeds of the waters intentionally. Tautistrio taurvayaite vivaete Israyangat hachavurakashat at maanga usravaunte Huyairiau apo barantish Yahva urvaetish aurau perathu aepe vyasaetish Avu urvayatish hapta Karshvan Aheraya Kavaranangacha Damyazaye Surunvata Yasna Tishtrim Starim Zauthravyo Tishtrim Starim Rayavantem Kavarananguhandam Yazamaede Haumayo Gava Beresmana Hizvo Danganga Mantracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zautravyascha Arshukanha Inyascha Vangzebyo Yange Hatam At Yasne Paete Vango Mazdao Ahuro Vaetha Ashat Hacha Yaungamcha Tanscha Tauscha Yazamaede. Now, when I think I need to say a word over again, and I don't know what gesture to put, so I lift a finger or, make sure one of my hands is in the screen or something. But I don't mean anything particular about any particular gesture. I'm just making a clear sign. Sirius afflicts them and blows them away from the sea, Uru Kasha, the clouds of the fertile year, and the waters producing, gathering them on high, from which prosperity is bestowing and happiness bringing, abundant rain showers spread wide over the 7 regions. Well, the precession of the equinoxes means that the signs that indicate the times of the year, the plants and the water and the rainy season, that sort of stuff changes. So we know that these astrological things don't pan out. Testrim staram rayavandem Kavarananguhandem Yazamaede Yemapo Paetish Marente Armaeshtau Fratacharatascha Kanyau Thrauto Statascha Parshuyavu Vairyauscha. We're worshipping with the radiant and glorious star Sirius, whom the stagnant waters, running and flowing waters, the well waters, the spring waters, the waters of the running stream, the dew-dripping waters, and the rain waters remember eagerly. Well, if this is what we see in the sky when there's a change with this, yeah. Kardah no ave uzayarat tishtryu rayamavu kavarananguhau kanha kau aspo stau yahish apam zaram awengzaran Sri Rauscha Asu Shuethrauscha Gauyawetescha Atachandish Avareshajish Uraranam Sura Vakshante Vaksha Aheraya Kvaranamgacha Tamyazae Surunvata Yasna Tishtrim Starim Zauthravyo tishtrim starim ravandam kvarananguhandam yazamaede hamayu gava beresmana hizvo danganga mandracha vachacha shyautnacha zauthravyascha arshuknaemyascha Vagzebyu yange hatam atyasne paete vango bazdau ahuro vayata ashat hacha yaungamcha tanscha taoscha yazamaede. When will the radiant and glorious Sirius rise for us? When will the springs with the flowing overflow of waters bigger than the horse run to the beautiful places and cities? The trunks of the trees may grow with an intense growth. Tishtrim staram Ravandam Kavarananguhandam Yasamaede Yovispaish Naenizaete Simau Apaya Vazenhrish Ukshaite Vispaose Taudaman Baeshzyaticha Savishtu Yeze Aim Bavaete Yashtu Kshnuto Frito Paete Zantu Aheraya Kabaranangacha Tamyazae Surunvata Yasna Tishtrim Starim Zauthrabyo Tishtrim Starim Ravandam Kavarananguhandam Yazmaede Hamayu Gava Beresmana Hizvo Danganga Mandracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zauthrabyascha Arshukanhaemyascha Vagzibyo Yange Batam Hatam Atyasne Paete Vango Mazdau Ahuro Vaetha Ashat Hacha Yaungamcha Tanscha Tauscha Yazamaede. We're worshipping with the star Sirius, radiant and glorious, who cleanses all dreadful things in water when he is praised, pleased, loved, honored, powerful, most beneficent, and then renders this entire creation prosperous and revives. Remember all those angel, Shem, Ham, Porosh names and other stuff. The Yah or Al at the end indicates, that it's God doing it, but God doing it through this, deputizing an entity to go do something. Tishtrim starim ravandam kvarananguhandam yazamaede yimratum paete daimcha vispasham starim franathat ahuro mazdau yata naram zarathush Trem Yem Noit Meragante Angro Mein Yush Noit Yatabu Paerikauscha Noit Yatabu Mashyanam Naenha Vispe Hatra Daeva Maharkathaya Upadarevan Mandracha Tanyazae Surunvata Yasna Tishtrin Staran Zaotravyo Tishtrin Staran Rayavandan Kavarananguhandan Yasamaede Haumayo Gavabarasmana Hizvu Danganga Mandracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zauthravyascha Arshuknhanyascha Vangzimyu Yange Hatamat Yasne Paete Vangu Mazdau Ahuru Vaeta Ashat Hatsha Yaungamja Tanscha Tauscha Yazamade. We're worshiping with the radiant and glorious star Sirius, just as the Lord of Mindfulness established Zoroaster over men, the same way he established Sirius as the chief overseer above the stars, whom the evil spirit and bewitching sorceress and bewitching men, together with all the demons, could not kill or dare to kill. Teshtrim staram ravandam kvaranangu handam yazamaede Yahmae Hazangram Yaukshtenam Frandapat Ahuru Mazdau Avchetrashva Savishtae Yuafch Chetram Yu Aete Raukshnushtva Vazamnu. We're worshiping the radiant and glorious star Sirius, to whom the most beneficent Lord of Mindfulness gave 1,000-fold strength among those having the seed of water, whom isn't Sirius like 1,000 times as big as the sun or something like that? Who, moving among the luminaries, goes towards the star, or maybe I'm thinking of a different star, goes towards the stars containing the seed of the waters. It's certainly the biggest, the brightest, appearing from Earth star in the night sky. Hosrayangu Urukashae Amavato Uraudhae Jafrahe Uruyapahe Vispe Vairish Acharayate Vispascha Srire Nemrauke Vispascha Srire Apagzara Aspahe Karpa Arushahe Srirahe Zairigaushahe Zaranyu Ayvedanahe. He goes to all the waters and to the entire magnificent waterfalls, and to all the beautiful channels of the powerful, famed, deep, and broad-watered Vauru Kasha, in the shape of a horse, crimson, beautiful, with golden ears, and golden by comparison. Adapo avabarende spetama Zarathustra Zrayangat, or is it Zrayang Hat Hacha Vaura Kashat tatau urvatrau baeshazayau tau avanha vibakshate amyu dangumyo savishtu yatha aim bhavaete yashtu kshnuto frithu paete zanto aheraya kvaranangacha tamyazae surunvata yasna tishtrim staran zauthrabyo tishtrim staran raevantem kvarananguhantem yazamaede haumayu Kava Baresmana Hisvodanganga Mandracha Vachacha Shyautnacha Zauthravyascha Arshukanhanyascha Vangzebyu Yange Hatamat Yasne Paete Vango Mazdao Ahuru Vaetha Ashat Hacha Yaunganja Tansha Tauscha Yazamaede. O Spitaman Zoroaster, when he is praised, pleased, loved, welcomed, the most beneficent, having brought flowing, efficacious, healing waters from the sea, Va'uru Kasha distributes the waters hither, thither, and everywhere in the countries. So we definitely want to respect the forces, to respect the good things. Well, you can respect anything, but consciously take the side. That's it with Kardah 14. And let me remind you that these chants are very old. There's no copyright or anything like that even possible with these things. And I'm altering at least part of the translation so that in case that there's to remove the chance of infringement. But there's religious freedom involved. I'm doing this as a spiritual act. It's not like